Hi. Yo, what's up guys, it's me Axe back again with another video. It has been a while. I am fully aware that it has been a while. But I guess this is kind of a face reveal, because I haven't really shown my face on the channel except in that one video
that we don't talk about.
Today guys, I'm going to be doing a cover of Devil's Train by the Lab Rats. The song was introduced to me by a friend, and I thought it was sick as hell, so I'm like, hey, why not do a cover of it? So yeah guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and without further ado, let's move on to the cover. Grandpops was a man of respect, had to sweat just to cash checks, working for sunrise to set every day to get challenged. No trade to talents, barely scraped by. He found faiths to balance a straight line and pace, feeling worn and gray. Poor with 4 seeds, 1 more on the way. It was hard days indeed, all work and no play. He made sure things on the surface were okay, but something disturbing within his mind was lurking. It's like twilight breeze with ease into the curtains at night. It's like the sermon of a twisted apparition, when urging him to listen to the train in the distance. At first it wasn't intense, just one little incident. Sure, it didn't occur, he turned to resist it. At this it wasn't much more than just a figment of his imagination, but for days it was persistent and it went. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. And then it got louder. Follow me, follow me. I have something to show you. With time, people noticed he was acting berserk. Granny got a call saying he was absent from work, and that was the first. She ran to the pastor at church to ask him what was up with this disastrous curse. But that went to worse. He came back 3 days after, no money in his wallet and a shirt on backward. Stumbling, walking awkward, he called out to his daughter. Right before he split, the last lesson he taught her was this: if you ever have a son, let him know that his granddad loves him, but by the time that he's grown, be sure to see it is sewed down deep into his dome. Don't ever ever walk your train tracks alone. With that, he backed up, reached out for his jacket, told him not to act up, and cracked up laughing. After all that happened, he left never to be seen. 15 years later, my mother had me. Her dad lived a life people can't understand. Went from a family man to rambling man, a gambling man that burned both ends of the candle. Folded his hands and it was too hot to handle. Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and raindrop. Who's gonna ride the Devil's Train tonight? Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and raindrop. Who's gonna ride the Devil's Train tonight? When I was a tot, my mom dropped fables and stories to warn me of the dangers that were laying before me. To keep me interested, she would hide the lesson, to guide my direction, provide the right message. In time, I developed a sense of her embellishment, since I was rebellious against what she was telling me. When I was a teen, I pretended that my demons were friends. I defended the place, yo, and that was the case. Slurred speech stripping off of my face. The world creeped as I slipped to the awfulest place you could imagine. Not the average things you see on acid. A granddad bloody hovering on a speaker cabinet, laughing in a raspy tone, covered in maggots that snacked on his mask to the bone. I couldn't grasp it. Did a double dismount off of the couch, flipped out, broke the closest window I found, then I dipped out. Suddenly, I discovered little voices mumbling up in my head. It had me wondering what was it my mother said. Back when I was young, I had my brain racked, and I stumbled off to the night towards the train tracks. Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and raindrop. Who's gonna ride the Devil's Train tonight? Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and raindrop. Who's gonna ride the Devil's Train tonight? So there I was, stalking through the dark with a buzz. I figured I should walk, that'll ease me off of these drugs. It's like a shark, had to keep moving, inside I'd be ruined. If I sat still it was doom, and that wasn't doing. So I marched through the park, slow gone like Donnie Darko. The sparkle of the starlight glowed like charcoal. Despite my demeanor, the night seemed more serene than a morphine feet in a morgue. It seemed like I'd lost it. That's when my grandpa's carcass emerged from the darkness, gurgling his words of carnage, but he couldn't talk. Something about the birth of sadness sadness. I scurried off, I was on the verge of madness. I raced fast paced and the landscape was strange, like a plane parallel, this one but rearranged. Came to a slope that was steep, begging for sleep as I climbed up, taking my focus off of the creeps. Within the foggy distance I saw a silhouette that got bigger as I stepped. The train tracks were wet. I saw a shiny grin from afar like he was happy. This is what he said as he started to walk past me.
It's a nice night for a walk. Would you mind if I joined you?
Do what you wanna do.
That's great, cause I'm going to. And not to annoy you, but see I really have to ask what a young dude like you is doing out by the track. You waiting on a train?
Nah man, let me explain.
Alright.
I'm minding my business, so maybe you should do the same. I've just been a witness to something sick and sadistic, so twistedly disgusting. You should feel real lucky you missed it.
Ooh, easy with the tongue, son. Try to listen carefully. What you've seen scary, but nothing when compared to me. I can show you things to paint all your dreams haunted. I can make you scream if I wanted. Or I can be the beat of your body, your best friend forever. Two peas in a pod flocking like birds of a feather. And you never have a need to beg, work, or steal. If all this sounds worth it, then let's make a deal. All you want in life for the price of your soul. All the money you can fold, power that you can hold, I'll put you in control. Only if you're down to roll down these train tracks tonight.
But where are we gonna go?
Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train. Looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and raindrop. Who's gonna ride the devil's train tonight? Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train. Looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and raindrop. Who's gonna ride the devil's train tonight?